Welcome one and all to the first race of the first season of the Castrol GTX IndyCar series. This is the season I'm doing, a first new series I'm doing here. And since hardly anybody seems to do an IndyCar series, I thought might as well do one. So, in case some of you have not remembered, the IndyCar series, what I'm going to do here, the ovals car set will be on the ovals, of course, and the road course set will be, of course, the ones used on the road courses. This will be a 20 race season we're going to be doing, and some of the tracks I run here may include DNQs, and if I do, sorry about that, but sometimes you can't help it. So let's get to the lineup here for this race. Here, as we are here at Phoenix for the very first race of the season. And let's get the starting lineup. On the pole, in car number 16, it is Dallas McIntosh. He's on the pole for this event at 136 miles an hour. He'll be alongside Levi Jones in the number 14 car. Row 2 has Kev Sheeran, the number 77, and beside him in the 29 Ford EcoBoost Indy car, it is Nicholas Romero. He's in the Ford Power Machine. Shearer's in the Honda Power Machine. Sam Rogers, car number 56, has the inside of the third row. He's in a Buick-powered machine. One of the, I think, the only Buick-powered Indy car there is. And beside him in a Honda-powered number 5, the Dollar General cars, Austin Geip is on the outside. Next row down, in number 28 DHL Honda Indy car, it is Blaine Keys on the inside. And he'll be alongside the number 41 Haas Automation Honda of Phil Barber. He's on the outside. Next row down is James Richardson, a number 60 Valvoline Indy car. He's a Chevrolet Power Machine. And beside him, in number 67 Honda for Carpenter Fisher Hartman Racing, it is Nathan Hood is on the outside. Red Bull Racing has the next two rows, has the next two cars. Abe Troxel on the number 95 Red Bull Honda has the inside of the next row, and beside him in the number 35 Red Bull Honda, it is Pichu London on the outside. Keith Batson in one of the three Ford-powered Indy cars has the inside of the next row, and a Sprite number 38, and beside him Joshua Collard, number 43 STP Honda-powered Indy car. Then it is the Chevrolet powered number 2 Verizon car. It is Dylan Young on the inside. Beside him in the number 11 FedEx powered Chevrolet Indy car, it is JT Bryant on the outside. Then it's Jesse Turner, the number 22 car on the inside, and beside him the number 34 Marty Johnson for Andretti Autosport Racing. He's in a Honda powered machine. The third Ford Power Machine, it is Jason Blandford, the teammate to Keith Batson, number 58, and beside him, in the number 81 Chevrolet powered Indy car, it is Lyndon Wright on the outside. Chris Dodd, at number 93, has the inside of the next row down. He's in a Chevy powered machine for Target Chip Ganassi Racing. Beside him, Joshua Osborne, the number 19 machine. He's in a Honda powered car. Then it is Sky Commons, number 21 car. He's running Chevrolet power. And number 63 Honda power car for Dale Coyne Racing. It's DJ Curtis on the outside. You probably won't be able to miss his car with that pink on it. And then it's number 20 powered Honda powered car. I think it's a Honda. I'm not sure. I think maybe a Chevrolet powered. Anyway, it's Daniel Olson in the Fuzzies, number 20 for Ed Carpenter Racing. And Elijah Gordon, number 26, in a Honda power car. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater in the Spotify Indy car, number 33, a Honda power car. And the Chevrolet power number 3 Hitachi machine. It's Dylan Thoreau on the outside for Penske Racing. Ryan George has the inside of the next row down, a number 12 Verizon powered Indy car for Penske Racing, and another Verizon car, Chevrolet powered. And Nathan Hudson, number 17, in a Toyota powered Indy car. I think the only Toyota power there is.
Start your engines.
The man's again for the engines. He's in a I think he's in the only Toyota power Indy car on the outside of the next row down. And there's the rest of the cars that's going to be in the field here today. So the field coming down for corner number 4, 32 laps of racing here today at Phoenix as the green flag waves on the Castrol GTX IndyCar Series season for the NNSCRA, and the green flag waves were underway. Dallas McIntosh leading him down. There's the Kev Shear making a move inside of Levi Shones for position as they come down to corner number 4 to lap number 1 completed. Dallas McIntosh will lead him down. Sam Rogers, car number 56 to the inside. He's going to try to take 3rd position away from Levi Shones. And as we said, Rogers the only Buick-powered Indy car. Actually, that's going to be 4th position as taken 3rd spot is Nicholas Romero in 29. That's the 4th position right there. And got a lot of power, got a lot of different manufacturer powers. We got Chevy power, Honda power, Ford power in this race here. Buick, Toyota, as we discussed before, as well as one Ferrari-powered Indy car. Yep, you heard me right. I said Ferrari power. And that will be the car of Nick Gunther, and we'll try to see where he's at right now. Yep, he's in last place right now. Car number 61. That's the only Ferrari-powered Indy car. As he tries to go up underneath the 83 car of Derek Pemberton, following the 27 car of Joshua Sekuli. Field single file for the first 9 positions. There's Abe Troxel, one of the 2 Red Bull Racing Hondas in the field. He runs in 9th spot right now as he gets by the 5 of Austin Guyot, now battling with JT Bryant in the number 11 in the FedEx Indy car. That's the Denny Hamlin custom he's driving. Keith Badson, one of the 3 Ford-powered Indy cars in the field. And he has one of our in-car cameras in this field here today. That's looking down the cockpit of Badson's car. He runs in 12th position at the moment. He and his teammate Jason Blanford for KAB Enterprises. Couple of buddies battling for position. Dylan Young in the 2 and Joshua Collard in 43. Running for position. Collard in a Richard Petty special. Actually, there was a STP Indy car way back in the day with Gordon Johncock doing the driving way back in the early 80s. Dylan Young, of course, in the familiar Penske number 2 colors. As he goes up underneath Batson now for position. That's for 12th. Collard running in 14th at the moment now and under pressure from the car of Jason Blanford. That's Badson's teammate, number 58, as he's in the Hess machine. And now holding off the challenge of Pichu Lennon in the 2nd Red Bull Racing machine. And right behind him is Sky Commons in 21, running in 17th. Daniel Olson, another person in this field here. He's one of the newcomers in this field. Elijah Gordon, he's quickly becoming a veteran in NR, I think. Elijah, a well-known name at this point in time, running in 19th at the moment. Running 20th is Jesse Turner in the 22 machine. Now battling with a 12 car of Ryan George for Gardner Shear Motorsports. And in fact, one of his teammates is Kev Shear, who runs in 2nd place at the moment behind Dallas McIntosh, who has led from the pole. Shear started his race in 3rd position, and then right behind him, Levi Shones, who started 2nd, now runs in 3rd position at the moment. And Blaine Keys making his way through the field. He's up in the 5th position now in the Ryan Hunter Ray colors in the DHL machine, trying to hold off the Ford of Nicholas Romero. Romero, of course, one of the veterans now in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Now making a try at IndyCar racing, and he's running very well with that Ford EcoBoost Pepsi machine. Paul Barber in the Kurt Busch Haas Automation colors, running in 7th position. In fact, that's one of 2 Kurt Busch cars in the field, believe it or not. The 26 car is the other. He ran at the Indianapolis 500, I think it was in 2013 or 14, something like that. I want to say it was in 2014 when he ran it. Joshua Collard diving underneath JT Bryant for position, trying to follow up Keith Batson, who runs in the 10th position at the moment. There is Collard, Jason Blanford trying to follow Collard, and Dylan Young trying to follow Blanford at the moment. Elijah Gordon getting by Sky Cummins. Here comes Ryan George, Jesse Turner. There's a new name in our competition. That is Amar Stoudemire Jr. in the 32 machine. He's in the... That's not the sponsor. Anyway, he's in the number 32 machine, the Glidden Paints colors. Quaker State as merely the main sponsor of that machine. But he runs 22nd at the moment. Nathan Hudson on the inside of the 15 car of Alex Hawkins in this mix here. There's Hudson. Hawkins is up there in the 15 car, the National Guard machine. Lendon Wright, who's in his own colored, who's in his own sponsor machine, Coca-Cola on the sponsor of this familiar number 81. And that's his, really his number in anything, believe it or not, though. 81, of course, the last 2 digits of his YouTube account, Black and Red 81. In fact, he built some excellent tracks, believe it or not. Some of those tracks you should check out, including Pyro Speedway, Open Roads. He's done that track as well. So an excellent track builder and one of the veterans in our competition, mainly known in Trent Dunham's Sega Cup Series, as well as some NNSCRA stuff. Speaking of the NNSCRA, there's the Casey Mears custom. That's Seth Cole running in 25th position for NNSCRA Motorsports. Taking it Geico Chevrolet on an okay run, 25th at the moment, though. Nathan Hood in 26th position. That's a new name in this series. Marty Johnson, 27th position. 28th, John Arndt, driving one of the many Ganassi Target colors. Alex Hawkins is slip back. DJ Curtis running in 31st position, make that 30th position actually, as he's on the outside is the 93 of Chris Dodd, who's becoming a familiar name in our competition at the moment. And look at that, 3 wide there. That is the Ferrari car of Nick Gunther. Remember we said he was in last place a minute ago, and he's taking that Ferrari car up through the field now, going up to 31st position, trying to get that Ferrari figured out. And that's the first season in IndyCar with that machine, as a matter of fact. Joshua Osborne slipping back in that 19 Justin Wilson machine. Levi McIntyre for Rockin' Wrestling Racing in underneath Chris Dodd for position. That's for 33rd, I think. And we're already closing in on 10 laps to go here. Joshua Sakuli in the 35th spot. Dylan Thoreau, Derek Pemberton, Davey Johnson in the 70 machine, the Castrol GTX colors. Johnny Gardner back in 39th position. That's as he's driving a Dan Weldon tribute. The National Guard colors. Zachary Fitzwater and Leon Alvarez in the number 9 Target car. Brings up the field in last place there. And there's Dallas McIntosh out in front with now less than 10, coming down for 10 laps to go. Kev Sheeran, 2nd position. No change at the moment. Then Levi Shones and the 56 car of Sam Rogers. So you got Honda power in the first 3 spots and a Buick powered machine in the 4th position. As we said, one of 3 Indy cars that's only one of its kind. Only one Buick power, 1 Toyota power, and 1 Ferrari power machine. Riding with Kev Shearer in a 2nd position, and he knows that leads right there ahead of him. Hoping for one little slip out of Dallas McIntosh, which doesn't look possible at the moment. 8 laps to go, be 7 to go when it comes to the stripe. Shearer closing in just a little bit on the front 2 cars. There's the speed ticker. Let's see if Shearer's close up at all on the interval, though. Average speed almost 138 miles an hour at the moment. Been caution free, which is actually a surprise so far here at Phoenix. And Shearer looks to the inside. Nothing doing, though. 9 to go. Could it be that Dallas McIntosh could be wearing his tires out, trying to hold off Shearer? I'm not sure. You would think, though, it would be Shearer wearing his car out, trying to catch McIntosh. But he is closing in, taking a look inside, outside, wherever he can find, trying to find a weakness out of Dallas McIntosh. Interval staying the same, about 1/10 of a second. Only got about 6 road courses on this schedule here, including tracks like Lime Rock, Mexico City, which will be the only international stop on the tour, as well as Watkins Glen, Sonoma, and Road America. And of course also one in Mid-Ohio. 4 laps to go. McIntosh doing a great job holding off the challenge of Kev Shearer. They are pretty much spread out single file at the moment. Unless somebody can make a move in these final few laps in this race. Three laps to go. Shearer dropping back just a little bit, though. 0.13 of a second at the moment. The interval between 1st and 2nd. Shearer closed back up a little bit, though. Looks like he's now looks at the inside of McIntosh. Nothing doing. 2 laps to go. Out of turn number 2 here. Shearer closed back up a little bit. McIntosh on the shirt getting a little nervous, seeing who's behind him. Off to the 3rd turn they come. The white flag will be waving. 1 to go. Shearer looks to the outside now. And it's not going to happen at the moment. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining for Dallas McIntosh. Can he hold off Shearer 1 more lap? It would be a wire-to-wire victory for Dallas McIntosh at the wheel of his number 16 machine, but Shearer's still got the 3rd and 4th turns to go. He's been looking inside, though, through that turn, but it's not going to happen too little too late. Out of turn number 4, the first Castrol GTX Cup Series IndyCar race will go to Dallas McIntosh. He wins at Phoenix. A great battle in these final few laps. Kev Shearer comes home second. 3rd will go to Levi Shones. Sam Rogers ending up in 4th position, and in 5th spot will go to Blaine Keys. 6th, Nicholas Romero. 7th was Paul Barber. Abe Troxel coming home in 8th position. A good start for Red Bull Racing. James Richardson, the Valvoline Colors, coming home in 9th, and in 10th position, Keith Batson. And so that's so the first race in the IndyCar series in the books, and average speed 137.893 miles an hour. Very fast around Phoenix. 11th spot will go to Joshua Collard, Jason Blanford 12th, 13th JT Bryant, 14th will go to Dylan Young, Pichu London 15th, 16th Austin Gipe, then Daniel Olson, Elijah Gordon, Ryan George, Jesse Turner, Amar Stoudemire Jr. ending up in 21st, Nathan Hudson 22nd, Lyndon Wright 23rd, 24th Sky Cummins, Seth Cole, Nathan Hood, Marty Johnson, John Arndt atop 28. Then Alex Hawkins, DJ Curtis, Nick Gunther of the Ferrari ends up 31st, Joshua Osborne 32nd, 33rd Levi McIntyre, Chris Dodd, Joshua Sakuli, Derek Pemberton, Davey Johnson, Johnny Gardner, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Thoreau, and Leon Alvarez in the top. Ends up rounding out the field. So, with that said, the first race in the books for the Castrol GTX Indy Car Series. As the next stop on the tour will be at Homestead Miami Speedway. Going to be a great race over there. And the schedule, by the way, 8 Bowl will be the third stop on the tour. Then Atlanta, then Mexico City, the road course over there, the former NASCAR Busch Series Xfinity Nationwide track. Kansas will be next after Mexico. Then Lime Rock will be the 7th stop, and the 8th stop, of course, will be the greatest spectacle in motorsports, the Indianapolis 500 at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So you never know what track we'll be running here, and of course we'll see what happens here during the season. So congratulations again to Dallas McIntosh, the first IndyCar winner in the NNSCRA, the first Castrol GTX IndyCar Series winner, I should say. And this is James Qualson's production in the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.